Hi, this is Danielle Zana. Basically, I sent a letter off to the MP regards to the fracking near Sunderland, and I got actually a response. It says, "Dear Ms. Lam, thank you for your email regarding shale gas extraction, which I read with interest. I believe she says, I believe shale gas extraction could only go ahead if it is robustly regulated and comprehensively monitored. Furthermore, any extraction must be done in such a way as to help decarbonize our electricity by 2030. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, this has to be stopped immediately. Because the thing is, it's been done elsewhere on the planet, and there's been many problems of poisoning of the water, as well as numerous problems because they pump chemicals to extract the gas, and it poisons the water supply. And this is absolutely no. And secondly, the decarbonisation of electricity supply by 2030, there is not enough time till then. You've only got till about another 26 years, and then it's too late. Too late because of the problems with Fukushima at the moment, which is actually contaminating the entire planet. And change has to be done now immediately, so that all the resources can get put into cleaning up the contamination, as well as pollution and so on and so forth. Gas is a fuel which remains vital to the operation of our homes, services and businesses. In the UK, 80% of our homes rely on gas for heating, while 30% of our electricity comes from gas-fired power stations. In the future, low-carbon generation will reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, but we still need flexible power to help manage peaks in demand. It is for these reasons that gas is I'm sorry, this is absolutely... I don't agree. The government, the UK government, is sitting on alternative energy sources. First off, generating water combustion, which is one thing. Number two, is the alternative like solar, wind, and all that. And then the number three, that is applied into a 0 point, which the government has. Which is one of the factors of powering the reverse engineered flying saucers, which they have, and the UK have already developed their own triangular shaped craft on top built from these saucer designs, which they actually obtained from Germany at the end of World War II, because the Germans were actually building these things, and it was just absolutely pot luck that the Germans actually lost the war. Then, as we continue, it says, while demand for gas continues to be high, our ability to source from within our own borders is been steadily declining. In 2004, the EU became a net importer of gas for the time since North Sea extraction began. Therefore, believe that the possibility of gas in the UK should not... There is nanotechnology out there where you can actually put a film over windows and things like that, and what it does is it converts it into heat, and the thing is, you should be going for this now, immediately, not waiting for the nonsense. This is where I firmly feel that there needs to be scientists doing the politics, because absolutely it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. and when it's too late, it's too late. The government's infrastructure bill proposes changes to regulations on fracking for shale gas, which is terribly wrong. I'm really upset about that. Conventional oil and gas extraction mostly involves vertical or near vertical drilling from the location at the surface. A well for shale gas, however, typically runs vertically down and extends horizontal length for a few miles. Under existing legislation, this would mean companies wishing to extract shale gas would have to seek permission from a larger number of landowners. The existing legislation allows coal mining, water, sewage and gas transportation pipelines to have underground access without needing the permission of the landowner, but the shale gas or deep geothermal. In reality, if the legislation is not amended, it would effectively block fracking activity in deep geothermal in the UK. The thing is, I kind of agree with the geothermal thing, but fracking, no, that's poisonous. It's going to kill people. People are going to get sick, and you'll end up, when you think about it, because basically, what I don't like about you politicians, you always put finances before people's lives and stuff like that, and I totally don't like that. And when you think like that, even when you think like that, you're going to be spending money in medical problems, fixing people's medical issues from the result of this, the poisoning of the water. At the end of May, the government published a consulting on the changes to trespass regulations, confirming their intention to legislate the forthcoming infrastructure bill. These changes will mean that while shale gas companies still need the permission of the landowners for the surface access and local planning consent, underpinned by the environmental impact assets, they will not need permission for underground access below 300 meters. For reasons outlined above, I do not oppose these reforms. Well, I do, because it's going to poison people. However, and also poison the environment and what little biodiversity this country has. Most of the biodiversity has been exterminated, and it's going to kill people, and it's going to kill animals, and it's going to kill plants. And when the plants and animals are killed, that's the end of the food supply. Then England will just totally have to rely on importing food, and then there's not much food in the sea unless they start farming seaweed and things like that. Now that is under threat as well, because the underwater currents are slowly bringing the radiation poisoning from Fukushima, because that is still spilling crap into the ocean. So it's not giving it time. It doesn't give it time. Whatever radiation had been dumped from Fukushima, it doesn't dilute and then oversaturate. It's still spewing radiation, and so you're getting a continuous supply of radiation input, and so the sea will be eventually fucked. And the last remaining survival is the land life. That's going to be fucked as well. I'm sorry. I absolutely don't agree with this fracking nonsense. I'm not going to I would actually have to type out a reply and send it to the MP. I'd have to probably get my sources and all that, because basically I'm just basing my thoughts from what I actually read all over the place, and it has to require research to actually collect all these sources. It's like doing a university project, actually. Anyway, for the reasons outlined, I don't know that she doesn't oppose these reforms. They're absolutely deforms, actually. I consider. However, only by fully addressing environmental safety concerns about fracking with this robust regulation and company monitoring and strict enforcement won't fix the problem. It's still going to poison the environment because they have to pump the poisonous chemicals into the ground. And even though if it doesn't spill rapidly, over time it's going to seep and it's going to erode and it's going to go into the water supply. Any Tom, Dick and Harry could actually know this. Fracking is absolute. I actually call it planet rape. It's absolute planet rape. I will therefore continue to push the environmental framework to be strengthened. In 2012, Labour set out 6 tough environmental conditions will be placed in large prior to shale gas taking place in the UK, while the government accepted 4 of 6 conditions in December 2012. We still believe that the regulatory framework is not sufficiently robust. For example, it is clear that the level of methane in underground water should be assessed prior to drilling. Methane will occur naturally in underground water, so it is important that robust baseline information exists to monitor activity against. Furthermore, all monitoring activities should take place on a 12-month period to allow sufficient time to allow within these 12 months you're going to be poisoning the water supply. Very clever. Very clever. To be strengthened for clean-up costs and liability. Any untold consequences rest fairly and squarely within the industry, not with taxpayers or homeowners. Many other concerns must be addressed, particularly in relation to the effectiveness and the monitoring process of the capacity of relevant bodies. So basically, you know what this sounds like? It sounds like a freaking experiment. An experiment. It sounds like a freaking experiment. And then she says, once again, thank you for taking time to write to me in such an important issue. I am able to assist you further. I'm actually going to reply this. And then I'll have to do some research and do some data mining across the internet. So that of this video, the big video that I'm doing, I'm going to actually write a letter. Absolutely, I'm totally devastated with this fracking because there's not much biodiversity and ecology left in the United Kingdom, and this is going to mess it up completely. The children won't have a future here once this has been processed. Everything's poisoned. You'll just have to. People probably might have to just end up importing food supplies, and that's just going to cause more problems. And it's actually going, if you want to put money before people, that's going to result in more costs and liabilities and things like that. The best bet is to get going to the government, bring out that reverse engineered technology, what they got from Germany and all that, and then make the change off from the old. Ancient fossil fuel industry. England should actually be the pioneers of being independent, with their own independent grid, and then the power to the people, where people can actually provide their own heat, provide their own electricity without being on the grid and all that. I'm sorry, it's just absolutely bonkers. Anyway, it's just this is extra work and this extra anxiety. I'm stressing. Anyway, video, I got a 50-minute limit on YouTube because my account was flagged. So, see ya.